All right, team, say, listen, this is Coach Hamilton, and I've had a few of you contact me and say, Coach, what is one of the best methods that you've ever used to put people into your business that didn't cost money? Right now funds are kind of short, and I just don't have the money to put into advertising. What's a good, proven method that will work in helping me put people into my business? Well, folks, here you go. This is one of my all-time favorites. This is Dial and Dash. And I learned this from a mentor of mine, Rod Stinson, and I'm telling you, it works like crazy if you'll do it on a consistent basis, okay? And so you're probably wanting to know, well, what is Dial and Dash anyway? Well, here's what Dial and Dash is. Basically, if you look at step one, we're going to use Google, and we're going to harvest names and phone numbers of people that have websites, business websites, on Google. We're going to get their names and we're going to get their phone numbers. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to call them phone numbers, and we're hoping to get their answering machine, because we want to leave a 20 to 30-second message on their answering machine that will direct them to our website for them to get more information from us, okay? And you might be thinking of the do not call list. Well, you don't have to worry about that, because if somebody has a business on their website with their phone number and they're advertising it on the internet, you can call them people. That's a business, okay? So they can't be doing that and then claiming that they're on do not call list. That's not, you can't do that, all right? So we're perfectly within our rights to do so. Well, another question you might have is, well, what do you do if they answer the phone? How do you handle that? Well, I'll tell you the way I handle it is I just say, I'm sorry, I must have the wrong number. I am sorry I bothered you. Bye-bye. And I hang up. And the reason I do that is because I don't want to spend 10 to 15 minutes trying to explain to them my business to get them to my website. I don't want to do that. My focus, my attention, my goal, everything here I'm doing is to try and get 30 to 50 dials in. If you look at step 2, I want to try to get 30 to 50 messages delivered in 60 minutes, okay, in 60 minutes or less, because I know that if I can get 30 to 50 dials in a day, okay, if I can spend 1 hour a day and get 30 to 50 dials in, and if I do that 5 days a week, when it comes down to the end of the month, I know that I'm going to average anywhere from 1 to 2 to 3 sales, okay? Now the secret to this is to stay consistent. There may be a week where you do 30 to 50 dials every single day and leave these messages, and you do that for 5 days, and you don't get a sale, and you may not get a sale the next week, but then all of a sudden the third week you might get 2 sales. So when you average it all out over 2-3 months, you're going to average out to about a sale a week, and that's just kind of the way I found it to work, okay? But the big thing is you have to stay consistent and you have to continue to do it, all right? So anyway, to make Dial and Dash work, you have to have something that's going to take this other business person and want to steer them to even go to your website. Well, we seem to be really lucky with the Essante Team Builder because it has the $2,000 per month income guarantee. And with that makes it very attractive. And what it does is it puts curiosity into these people's minds. It's like, whoa, a guaranteed $2,000 per month? I got to see what he's talking about here. And so they'll click and go to your website to learn more about that. Here's the thing you have to understand about people in MLM that work online. Probably only about 2 to 3% of the people that are in MLM online, and they're using online methods, probably about 2 to 3% of them are actually making any money at all. Okay? Most of them are not making anything. That's the truth. That is the bottom line. I hate to tell you that, but that's just the way it is. Okay? But the thing about it is, people that have had a taste of MLM, they don't quit it. They don't quit the industry altogether. What they'll do is they'll jump ship. They'll go from one company to the next company to the next company to the next company. And the industry statistics show that they'll do that in about 90 days. And so, it's one of those things where if you have a compelling enough message, and if this person isn't making a whole lot of money with their business right now, and you can send them to a site that guarantees them $2,000 a month guaranteed income, chances are they may want to go take a look at that. And so I think with this dial and dash method, with us having this $2,000 per month income guarantee, I think that makes it very, very inviting for somebody to click on your link. So that's why I think this is going to work if you look at step 3, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's move on, and let's see how we go ahead and use Google to harvest names and phone numbers, okay? So I'm going to minimize this a little bit. Now I'm going to send you, or at the bottom of this video on the page that I have this on, just down below the video, you're going to see a couple different things. You're going to see, like from over here, you're going to see a phone area code listing. It's going to give you the area codes, okay? We're going to need that, and I'm going to supply that to you. And then a second thing is I'm going to supply you a URL, a website address, to a place where you can get like around 1,000 different MLM companies. It's like an MLM directory, okay? That way you have tons and tons of different possibilities, because you see, what we're going to do is we're going to do searches on Google for a particular company, and then we're going to search by area code as well, because then what that'll do is that'll find us the area code or the phone numbers in that area code for that particular company. So if you think of all the possibilities, if you have 1,000 MLM companies and then all the different area codes there are, you could spend days and days and days and days and days using this method and not run out, right? Okay, so here's what we're going to do to start. Now, I'm going to pick a company, let's say for an example, Zango. Zango, they make this really nutritious juice, right? Okay, so let's do this. Here's the code. Here's where you got to pay attention, okay? We're going to type in site, then we're going to go semicolon, then we're going to go www.zango.com. Then we're going to go space, and we're going to go quotation mark, and our first area code over there is 201, so we're looking for phone numbers in the area code of 201, quotation marks, and we're going to do a search. We're going to do a search for that. Okay, now if you see this right here, that means that, guess what? We're typing in the wrong URL. So if we want to find Zango distributors to harvest, you know, to get their names and phone numbers of these Zango distributors, we're going to have to figure this out and do it a little bit differently. So let's go to this method. Let's go right here. Let's just type in Zango distributors, and let's do a search on that. Now we could look at these organic listings and stuff, but I think we're going to have more luck if we come over here to the paid, because if you're an Essante, if you're a Zango distributor and you're going to pay for pay-per-click, for an example, you know that if somebody's looking for Zango distributors, that's a pretty hot keyword, so you want to make sure that your website is in front of people looking for Zango distributors, right? Okay, so if we can come down here and look, success with Zango 500K, Art and Terry's team. Well, that tells me that they might be distributors because it says success with Zango 500K and their names. And so let's look at the website address. I don't want to click on this and cost them money because they pay money every time somebody clicks on this, so I'm not going to do that to them. But it's www.mymangosteen.com. Okay, mymangosteen.com. So let's go back up here and let's do this again. Let's go site, semicolon, www.mymangosteen.com, space, quotations, 201, quotations, and let's search that. Whoa, there we go. There we go, folks. If you look at right here, the very first one, it gives a phone number. Now it's not the area code, but it's 3 numbers that are in it. 801-201-7575. Welcome to the Mangosteen office. Check out Zango products. Contact me. First name, last name, optional. Let's just click on that and see what it gives us. I come over here. Page not found. This person must have quit the business. That's all I can say. So let's just go back. Let's come down to the next one. Here's one with the area code. Contact me. So let's click on that one, see what we get. And if you look over here, it says Gene Benfeld, 201-310-1375. So what we're going to do is highlight that. Control C is copy. Push Control C, we're going to copy it. Now we're going to come over here to our notepad and we're going to Control V, which is paste. So I now have Gene Benfeld, 201-310-1375. I'm going to go ahead, come back over here, go to back button, and let's come down to the next one. Welcome to mymangosteen.com. And so we'll click on that one. I come over here and it looks like Ayana C. Joseph, 201, so I'm going to highlight that one. Control C, come over here to my notepad, Control V, there's 2. Then I'm going to come back to the back button. Let's come on down. Now this is the same one, 709-9534, same one there, 709-9534. Okay. Here's a different one, 32861, so let's check this one out. This is Roma, so let's go ahead and let's highlight that. Control C for copy. And then we'll come over here, Control V, and paste it in Notepad. And then we'll go back. We can go to the next page. We've already got Ayana. It looks like once you get back into here, you start kind of wearing it out. Okay? So then what we're going to do is come up here. And we're going to replace the 201. If you look down here, we got Washington, D.C. as 202. So let's change the area code. And if you notice, I didn't do that right. We're going to go in here, we're going to put 202. Okay, and push enter. And we're going to see what that 202 gets us. Okay, there we go again. Zango, contact me. Emmanuel Mo Yeoman, CEO. So let's just go ahead and let's click on that. There's Emmanuel, there's a picture. Let's go ahead and let's highlight all this and copy it. Control C, move it over here. Control V. And let's go back. Now I'm going super slow so that you can follow along. Now here's a 202-361. Okay, so that's a difference. So let's highlight that one. You can come up here. Here's Charles Walter. So let's go ahead and let's copy that. Control C. Come over here. Control V. Okay. And I'm going to stop there with this one, but that just goes to show you that you can harvest all these names and phone numbers, and we've already got, what, 4 or 5 of them, and we've just gone through area code 201, and we haven't gone through all the way to 202 yet. Imagine going through this entire list, you know, imagine going through this entire list of area codes here, you know, and for just Zango. Now imagine doing that for another 999 companies. Okay, so I think you can see the gist of how this works, right? Okay, so now that you know how to do it and you know how to save it to your notepad, I want to show you the script. Okay, let's take a look at the script. Here's a real simple phone script It doesn't take too much, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to play like I'm calling somebody from Zango, okay? Hi, Bob. This is Rick. I was just thinking about you, and I remembered that you were very passionate about your Zango business. I'm not sure how things are going with Zango right now, but my partner and I have come up with a business system that actually guarantees you a minimum income of $2,000 per month. In fact, the guarantee comes in writing. And Bob, the amazing thing is you don't have to sponsor anyone, and it costs less than $80 a month. Professionals will do all the work for you and guarantee you a minimum of $2,000 per month. We have a crazy conversion rate of over 33%, and you and I both know that's unheard of in the industry. Now listen, Bob, I know you're anxious to learn more about this, so go to my website. My website is www.truewealthsecret.com. Again, that's www.truewealthsecret.com. You have a great day, Bob, and I look forward to visiting with you soon. Okay, folks, that's it. That's all you got to do. You know, here's what's going to make this work. You're saying their name 3 different times in there. In fact, you know, you see where I said it right up here at the beginning, and I said it about halfway down, and I said it again and again towards the bottom. So I actually said it 4 times. Plus, I said the name of their business 2 times in that first paragraph. Okay? When they hear you say their name and their business, that gets their attention, and that has them staying on the phone. The reason that's so important is because people get so many different companies and broadcasting, phone broadcasters calling them and stuff, just telling them about their business, and they're so impersonal, right? Well, now you're being personal because you're saying their name, you're saying their business name, and that's going to keep them and get their attention, okay? They're going to want to learn more about this. They know that it's coming from a real person, and so that's what makes this important, okay? Now, I'm going to also supply you this simple phone script. It'll be below this video as well, okay? And so, folks, to summarize this, what I'm telling you is that if you can spend, you know, a half an hour to 40 minutes every night before you go to bed, and if you can harvest 30 to 50 of these leads every single day, or you could spend 2-3 hours on the weekend and get, you know, 100 to 200 of them, and so that during the week you can spend, you know, 45 minutes to an hour and just leave these messages on people's answering machines. And if you do this 5 days a week, 4 weeks a month, I guarantee you that you'll start making some sales, okay? The secret is to put it to use and continue to use it on a daily basis, all right? But like everything else, don't rely on just one advertising method. I always have 3 or 4 different advertising methods going on at all times, okay? Because if one is not working, I know that one will be working, and so I keep more irons in the fire so that I got more chances of success, okay? All right, I hope you put this to use. I hope it works for you, and if you have any questions, give me a call. Have a great day.